Hey, most divorces, the greatest percentage of divorces that take place, reportedly, are for financial problems anyway, but how much more so is the stress in an economic meltdown? First of all, I'm going to say this. You just have to do whatever it figures out to get along with your spouse. I've been teaching on marriage at our Bible study, and last week when I was teaching, I had this thought, and I think this is one of the best analogies that I've ever thought of to describe how marriage can be or should be. So here's the question. In your marriage, if you're married, it's like this game of football. You have these two teams who are basically, what they're doing is they're using all of their skill to deceive the other team in order to get what they want, right? That's what football is. That's one way of talking about football. It's using all of your skill to deceive the other team to get what you want. Well, marriage can be like that. So the question is, are you on the same team with your spouse, or is it like you're on two competing teams? You've got to figure this out. You just need to figure that out. Are you going to be on the same team, or are you going to be on two competing teams? Does this make sense? Yes. And you will not get through it, of course, unless you find yourself on the same team. This card that was given to you should have been probably on your seat. If everybody put this in your hand, it's called the marriage. Well, it says on the front. It says, "What might God do if you said a simple prayer every day for your spouse?" I want to encourage you to take this little challenge. On the inside is a prayer that you can pray for your spouse. The prayer on the left is one that the wife prays for the husband, and the other one is the one that the husband prays for the wife. This prayer, the marriage prayer, it's 68 words that capture the essence of what the Bible teaches about marriage. Let me say the prayer from the boys' version. Father, I said till death do us part. I want to mean it. Help me love you more than her, and her more than anyone or anything else. Help me bring her into your presence today. Make us one like you are three in one. I want to hear her, cherish her, and serve her, so she would love you more, and we can bring you glory. Amen. Now, I've been praying this prayer for quite some time. I don't know if it's changed my marriage, but I know it's changed me. For example, not long after I started praying it, my wife takes out the trash. It's just the timing thing, or maybe it's the selfish thing. Anyway, so she takes out the trash. So one day I see her walking by with a plastic bag headed out to the garage. And before I knew what I'd done, I said, "Here, let me get that for you." And I'm thinking, who just said that? Was that me? Because that was... She wants to know who picked up my wife off the floor. And hundreds of ways that this has really been changing me. And of course, I think it does change the marriage. But a very powerful prayer that you can pray. And so there's a copy there for each of you. And I encourage you to take this challenge. And by the way, get the book if you want that too. But you can go to this website, the Marriage Prayer on the back, themarriageprayer.org, and you can order these cards if you want to give them out to your friends as well. Well, there are only going to be 2 rocking chairs eventually, sitting side by side. You and your spouse really are the only 2 people who are in this thing together if you're married. And if you get married in the future, you're the only 2 in this thing who are really in this thing together. Everyone else, and I mean everyone else, did I say everyone else, will phase in and out of your life. Even your children, hopefully. So. And so the crepe paper will be drooped down low. The party hats will be strewn all about. The lights will be dimmed. And there are only going to be these two rocking chairs sitting side by side. Doesn't it make sense to figure out how to do this together now with the person that you'll be doing the rocking chairs together with then? Of course it does. So just figure it out. You know, sometimes you suck it up, make it happen.